The interesting thing is there is really not a past, present, future. Everything has to occur in the now. Everything has to occur in the now. It cannot occur in the past or the future. So even this ascended master of yourself is in the now, in the same now that this human is in the very same now. And the past is in the very same now. So what's the issue, you say? Well, how come I don't get it? Well, because you're just viewing or aware of one small part of the now. It's all happening right now. There's no going into the future. It's right here. And in a sense, you could say that's what you're telling yourself right now is open your awareness, allow your awareness. Allow yourself to realize everything that's here in the now, not mentally. Not mentally. You just do it by, well, being absolutely brave and bold and saying, I got nothing else to lose. I'm going to absolutely open right now. And then stop thinking about it. That's so important. And yourself, your enlightened, realized self is telling you that right now. Stop thinking about it. Just get on with whatever you want to do. You allow, you open and allow, and then stop thinking about it. Go about your everyday life. Go about whatever you want to do. And finally, the P, point of presence. Point of presence. Something we've been talking about and will continue to talk about. Some of you know it as the now moment, but we define it here as a point of presence. Where are you right now? Where is your presence? Where is that brilliant, what you would call, flash of light or enlightenment or awareness? Is it off into tomorrow? Well, most of human consciousness actually is. It went out there. It's been out there for months now. They're not in their point of presence. They're out somewhere else, exploring the potential futures, because so many on Earth right now, billions and billions of humans are worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next year. So their point of presence is not here, right now. It's out exploring the potential of disaster, end of the world, end of the days of good things. It's out exploring the potential of fear and anxiety. So, why do you think you've been feeling the way you have lately? You've been feeling them out somewhere else. But you can stay in your point of presence right here, right now. In this point of presence, everything comes to you. When you're out there, it doesn't. It's as simple as that. When you're here, it comes to you. When you're here and you're making conscious choices, it, in a sense, magnetizes you. It causes those things to now start flowing into your reality. You don't have to get specific. You don't have to say, I need $1,000. But if you're in your point of presence and you've chosen abundance, it will be there. In the point of presence, health comes back, vitality, energies, everything in the point of presence. You do not move through time and space. Time and space moves through you. Absolutely a contradiction, actually, absolutely a revolution from current thinking. Time and space are moving through you right now. You are not moving through it. In fact, there are no objects that actually move through time and space. The current thinking is that an object goes through time and space. And We'll treat time and space as a melded unit. We'll call it time-space as a singular thing. You can't really have one without the other. You can, but the whole thing collapses. So we'll call it time-space. And the current thinking is that an object moves through time-space. Therefore, the rate that the object moves through determines the time and determines the space itself. And the fact is that is not true. In actual physics, quantum physics, it is actually time-space moving through you. When you threw those paper airplanes before, they were not moving. It was time and space that moved. How about an arg with that? Arg, arg. So everybody has a perception of reality that there is a single time-space. And a movement in an object through that time-space creates gravity. And that is not true. It is actually the object, you, your consciousness, now solidified in a human body with time-space moving through it. Look at it this way. You know what, some of you know what the old-fashioned film projectors were like. They had the reels of film, and it looped down through, and there was a light, and the light passed through the film and projected onto the screen. So it is the same in this case, the fact that time-space is moving. The time-space would be like the, let's say we have our projector with the light here, and the film would run down through. The projector isn't moving. The projector is not scanning down the film. The projector, the light, is stationary. The film is moving, going through and creating the illusion on a screen somewhere of a moving picture. But you, consciousness, light, are actually not moving. You say. So when I'm moving Caldra's arms, you say, well, isn't that movement? I said, actually not. Actually not. It's a perception that something has moved. Human would believe that the arm is moving, and actually, it's time-space that is moving. So you could say in this analogy here that here the film that's already come through the loop is the past. The film that is going to be going through the loop and getting enlightened is the future. And right here, that one clip that is making its way down through the gears and the reels and about to be illuminated, that is the now moment. So you could say that you are always that now moment. But the problem is, with some of the old understandings of time, space, and physics, that you're actually not here. Most people are not operating here, right at the projection level. They're up here. They're thinking about, oh, what's going to happen as the next film clip comes through, and the terrible things, or they're worried about it, or fearing the future. And then they're also down here somewhere in the film reel that's already gone by. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, and I regret doing this, and poor me, I was a victim to all the circumstances. So they're not here. They're not right at the point of projection, the point of consciousness anymore. So it's very easy for them to believe that they're moving through time, space. But in fact, they are not. In fact, You are not. It's a very interesting concept, but a reality as well.